Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing my honest experience with the MAXYOYO Folding Sofa Bed, convertible sleeper chair with pillow, and I've been using this for a while now in my room, so I feel like I can give a proper real-life review instead of just repeating product specs like a robot. So this is basically a foldable floor sofa that turns into a bed. Sounds simple, and honestly, that's kind of the whole point. It's designed mainly for small spaces like apartments, dorm rooms, or even just as an extra seating option that doesn't permanently take up space. When it's folded, it works as a comfortable lounge chair with back support, and when you unfold it, it becomes a flat mattress you can actually sleep on. First thing I noticed when I got this is that it comes compressed. Like vacuum packed, which feels a bit questionable at first because you're thinking, did I just buy a pancake instead of a sofa? But after opening it and letting it expand for a day or two, it actually fills out pretty well and takes its proper shape. Now let's talk about comfort, because that's what really matters. The filling inside is a shredded foam type, and what that does is it kind of molds to your body instead of feeling stiff like a cheap cushion. When I sit on it, it feels soft but still supportive enough that I'm not sinking straight to the floor. The back support is surprisingly decent too, especially when you're just chilling, watching something, or using your phone. The included pillow is a nice touch. It's not revolutionary or anything, but it actually helps a lot when you're sitting for longer periods because it supports your lower back or neck depending on how you use it. Small detail, but it makes a difference. When you unfold it into a bed, it's honestly better than I expected for something this compact. It's not a luxury mattress, let's not get delusional, but for naps, guests, or even occasional overnight use, it works pretty well. The surface is flat, and the foam distributes weight evenly, so you don't feel those annoying pressure points immediately. One thing I really like is how portable it is. You can literally pick it up and move it around the room without struggling. That makes it perfect if you like rearranging your space or need something flexible. And when you're not using it, you can fold it back up and tuck it into a corner, which is kind of the whole appeal of this product. Design-wise, it's simple but clean. The fabric has that soft, slightly textured feel, and it doesn't look cheap sitting in your room. It blends in nicely whether you keep it in the living room or bedroom. It's one of those pieces that doesn't scream temporary furniture, which I appreciate. Now obviously, it's not perfect, because nothing ever is. If you're planning to use this as your main bed every single night, you might start noticing it's not thick enough for long-term comfort. It's better suited for casual use rather than replacing a proper mattress. Also, depending on your weight and how often you use it, the foam might compress over time, which is something a few people mention with products like this. Another small thing is that it sits directly on the floor, so if your floor is cold, you're going to feel that more compared to a raised bed. Not a deal breaker, just something to keep in mind. Overall, I think this is a really solid option if you want something versatile and space-saving. It works as a chair, a lounger, and a bed without taking over your entire room. It's comfortable enough for everyday sitting, good enough for sleeping when needed, and super easy to move and store. If you're someone living in a smaller space, or you just want an extra sleeping option without committing to a full sofa bed, this actually makes a lot of sense. It's simple, functional, and does exactly what it promises without trying too hard. If you want to check the current price, click the link below for best price. It's one of those practical buys that actually gets used instead of just sitting there looking nice. That's my honest experience with the MAXYOYO Folding Sofa Bed. It's not trying to be something it's not, and for what it is, it does a pretty good job.